Peter, tonight you guys go down 1-0 there. Just how proud are you of your team's response?
I think that tells the story of the group. I really do. I think that since kind of the midpoint when we got all our guys back and we started getting fit and getting in form, I think the guys have started to show that what they can do. And I think tonight was another good example of that. In that it really doesn't matter what's happened in the past. It's all about us moving into the future here and being prepared. Number one, which I think they were. Excellent mentality within the group. I thought we were playing very well up until that point, and the game got open, and I thought we were good in that as well. And then the 2 goals we scored are 2 great goals. They're beautiful goals. But then I would also say, man, we probably could have scored a couple more with some of the counterattacks that we had, and really put the game away. But it's good to see because there's a real intensity and aggressiveness from the group that I think was very evident tonight.
You know, in games like this that can be really physical with the challenges flying in, I feel like they handled the weight of that part of the game tonight?
Yeah, I don't say this often, and I won't say why, but I actually think that Alan Chapman did a very good job in the game. And the reason being is because he realized the rivalry, obviously. I know it's not his first one because he's done, Seattle, Portland before and games like that. But what he didn't do is he didn't lose himself in a couple of the challenges that probably happened earlier. And sometimes referees get in trouble with that. So I think he managed actually the game really, really well. He let things go on both sides. And so I think from that perspective, it was a big help to the way I think the game played out, and also for the fan to watch the game, because I think it was a good game to watch.
For you, Alan, 2 goals, big moment. They bring you in as the main striker to go in and have these kind of moments. Just how does it feel to kind of deliver on the stage that you had tonight?
Yes. Yes, I am very happy for these 2 goals. I think it's the working for all the team because we go together, so I can score if the team is not working, in the same moment. So I am very happy, but more happy for the victory. For me, all the time I say this: if I score but the team not win, so I am not happy. So now is like very good night because I score and the team win. No, it's okay.
I was waiting for you to take it.
No, go ahead.
You already talked about how the response was good to score the goals, but close out the game, they were putting a lot of pressure on, and close out that game, I think you guys managed it pretty well. What was your thoughts on that?
No, I actually think we did a great job. I think that we did 2 things. I think at times up front we got good pressure to the ball, so they kicked a few balls out of bounds, or we ricocheted a ball and went out of bounds for us. Did a good job managing the ball in the corner. All important things that you have to do. And look, I mean, you can watch games in any league every weekend where, the last couple minutes, if one team's winning 1-0, 2-1, 3-2, whatever that is, and all of a sudden they get a free kick and they're just, pushing everybody and they're hoping for it. And I thought we managed those situations really, really well. Kai was brave in a couple of those situations for us down the stretch.
And then, Alan, did this feel like a rivalry game for you tonight?
Sorry, what? Yes, of course. For this is the atmosphere, You see, we look in the match, in the field. We feel like the fans, like we support a lot with us, and then also with the another team. A lot of people is from the San Luis, so this is very good night for us because we win, and we need to keep it forward because. A lot of matches is coming, and we need to win it for go to in the playoffs.
For both, Peter, due to this rivalry, the way the match ended, does this mean more than just three points? Para Alan, el volver a reencontrarte con el gol, nuestro primer doblete, en lo personal, ¿qué significa? Y si esto te pone en el radar de la selección mexicana, a tu parecer.
Bien, bueno, la verdad que contento por los 2 goles, pero más contento por la victoria del equipo. Y bueno, la verdad que estoy haciendo mi trabajo. Yo creo que después de un año difícil, regreso en un muy buen momento, gracias al buen trabajo, a todo lo que me he entregado. Y bueno, yo creo que eso obviamente levanto la mano para la selección, ¿no? Yo creo que 12 goles llevo acá en la MLS, estoy ahí peleando el título de goleo y eso es importante, pero bueno, yo sigo trabajando en mi equipo, sé que haciéndolo de la mejor manera aquí, obviamente se van a abrir puertas para tener un llamado en la selección.
Yeah, from my perspective, I think, first of all, as I told the guys when we first came out on the field, before we came in, I told them that 3 points settles everything, right? You get 3 points, which we need to keep pushing ourselves towards the playoffs, and the other is that you get 3 points and you get to win against your rival. And yeah, this is building up to be a good rivalry. You need it in sports. It's something that we have welcomed for a long time. I've said this a million times. We had a couple different rivals over the years. Some of them have gone away. Houston was a big one for us in the early years. Then it moved on to Chicago, and that kind of went away. And we really haven't had one for a long time. So this is a great. I think it's great for the future of the league, because I think when you have rivalries, I think it just draws a lot more attention to every game, and this league continues to grow in a good way, and so this is an important aspect for us. And so yeah, it's a little bit more than just 3 points for sure.
There are 2 questions submitted via Zoom from Wes Underwood with the Sports Timeout podcast. First is for Peter. He says, congrats on 3 more points tonight. His comment is that the team struggled a bit in the central part of the field early on, but there was a big change at half. What did you guys do different there?
I don't know if we struggled. I would say that we were probably just a little too aggressive going forward. In the second half, what we did was we brought in Redoya and had him sit as the 6. And Remy has a great engine, so he was able to go box to box and could really help defensively. And I think that was a big difference in the game, second half.
And then for Alan, he says, congrats on the win tonight. You get 2 more goals. What's helped you the most to be successful since coming back from your injury?
And I feel very happy for these 2 goals and for my moment, because how I say, the last year is very difficult for me, and now when I come back this year and I score like now 2 goals, and this is like the sensitive for me is like, I don't know, it's very good. I feel very happy for the team, and also for me, because I working very strong, and this is the moment, and this is for this I work very strong for this moment in the field. So I am very happy for this moment.
And then for either of you, there's a question on Zoom about the crowd tonight and the atmosphere of playing with a standing room only first game against your rival here at home against St. Louis.
Yeah, I think I can speak because I've been here for a lot of games, obviously, maybe for all of them in this stadium. But I would say, yeah, it was a great atmosphere. I think the same thing when we were at their place. It was a great atmosphere. Our stadium, I believe was a genesis for a lot of the stadiums in this league that are now LAFC Stadium, Cincinnati, Minnesota. You can keep going down the list. Austin. A lot of people have come through here and looked at this place, and I think so. We were the kind of the original, but I'll say that the environment still here is unbelievable. When this is a packed house and you got people standing room only, it's a great place to coach a game. I'm sure to watch a game. I can only imagine what it's like to play, but I never had that opportunity. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. For you, Peter, both goals, Alan finishes off there, but there's 2 individual efforts that kind of stick out on those goals for Tommy and Jake Davis. Can you just speak about their efforts in those moments that led to those goals?
I think that was the first goal was great combination play, like really good combination play. The second goal was really aggressive nature by Jake, and then what he does is he splits the 2 guys, and he has again being on the front foot. He puts them in jeopardy because now that he entered the box, you have to be very careful not to trip him or what have you. And he made a good move down the side, and I give him a lot of credit because he usually slamming that ball across the goal, but today he plays the ball in a good place for Alan. Alan pops off, and great finish. So yeah, excellent, 2 excellent goals. The first one was really good combination play. The second one, I think Jake was good aggressiveness from him, very good. and calmness at the end.
Peter, you talk about having those 2 great goals this week, and then against San Jose, you have some goals, from outside the box and just scoring in different ways. What's it like to kind of see you have players who are capable of doing that, but then it's not just those chances; they're also able to work the ball in those positions?
Yeah, I said this in the beginning when everybody's asking me why aren't we scoring, and thought that we'd never score again. And I kept saying that, hey, look, we have more than enough guys that can score. It was just a matter of time and also people and quality on the field. And now that we have that, I think we have the ability to create goals in a lot of different ways, and we have a lot of different people that can as well. If you look at Tommy's shot from last week, he froze the goalkeeper from probably like 20 to 24 yards. There's just been situations where the team is now finding its own, is finding its groove, and I think the other part of it is that the relationships, the partnerships between guys is really starting to mesh together.
Awesome. Y Alan, anotaste 2 goles en el mismo manera, en el mismo lugar. ¿Podrías hablar un poco de tu relación con Jake, con Daniel, para estar en el lugar para anotar?
Sí, bueno, la verdad que dos muy buenos goles. Sinceramente, yo creo que las combinaciones que hicimos ahí en la jugada, en el área, el pase también de Saloy fue muy bueno. Logré marcar el primer gol y bueno, contento, ¿no? Y el segundo, yo creo que lo he platicado con Jake. Entre más él vaya a línea de fondo, yo siempre hago ese movimiento de ir como al manchón penal para recibir y bueno, ahora se dio. Pude anotar 2 goles importantes que nos dio la victoria y contento por el trabajo del equipo, contento porque estos 3 puntos nos motivan a seguir ahí peleando para estar en los playoffs, que es nuestro primer objetivo.
Last question on Zoom from Ben Wright with MLSsoccer.com. It's for Peter. It says, we consistently see in MLS how teams can get hot down the stretch and go on a run, not just qualifying for the postseason, but making a run deep into the playoffs. How important can a win like this be to get that type of form going?
Yeah, I don't want to speak to that. I'll just say that look, last week was a very important win. Tonight was a very important win. For me, it's over. We got to get ready for Miami because that's going to be obviously a very, very difficult match. But the whole point is that you have to do everything you can to get into the playoffs, and how you do that is you got to rack up points. And so far, so good since we come out of Leagues Cup.
Peter and Alan, thank you very much.
Thank you.